Athlete. Athlete.
A person trained to compete in sports.
Athletics. Athletics.
A contest between athletes.
Ball. Ball.
Round object that is hit or thrown or kicked in games.
Baseball. Baseball.
A ball game played with a bat and ball between two teams of 9 players. Teams take turns at bat trying to score runs.
Basketball. Basketball.
A game played on a court by 2 opposing teams of 5 players. Points are scored by throwing the ball through an elevated horizontal hoop.
Bat. Bat.
A club used for hitting a ball in various games.
Boxing. Boxing.
Fighting with the fists.
Champion. Champion.
Someone who has won first place in a competition.
Coach. Coach.
Sports. Someone in charge of training an athlete or a team.
Competition. Competition.
An occasion on which a winner is selected from among 2 or more contestants.
Court. Court.
A specially marked horizontal area within which a game is played.
Cycling. Cycling.
The sport of traveling on a bicycle.
Dancing. Dancing.
Taking a series of rhythmical steps and movements in time to music.
Diving. Diving.
A headlong plunge into water.
Enter. Enter.
Become a participant. Be involved in.
Fishing. Fishing.
The act of someone who fishes as a diversion.
Fitness. Fitness.
Good physical condition. Being in shape or in condition.
Football. Football.
Any of various games played with a ball, round or oval, in which 2 teams try to kick or carry or propel the ball into each other's goal.
Game. Game.
A contest with rules to determine a winner.
Goal. Goal.
A successful attempt at scoring.
Golf. Golf.
A game played on a large open course with 9 or 18 holes. The object is use as few strokes as possible in playing all the holes.
Gymnastics. Gymnastics.
A sport that involves exercises intended to display strength and balance and agility.
Hit. Hit.
The act of contacting one thing with another.
Hockey. Hockey.
A game resembling ice hockey that is played on an open field. Two opposing teams use curved sticks try to drive a ball into the opponent's net.
Jogging. Jogging.
Running at a jog trot is a form of cardiopulmonary exercise.
Kick. Kick.
Strike with the foot.
Locker. Locker.
A storage compartment for clothes and valuables. Usually it has a lock.
Motorcycling. Motorcycling.
Riding a motorcycle.
Net. Net.
Game equipment consisting of a strip of netting dividing the playing area in tennis or badminton.
Racket. Racket.
A sports implement, usually consisting of a handle and an oval frame with a tightly interlaced network of strings, used to strike a ball in various games.
Riding. Riding.
The sport of siding on the back of a horse while controlling its movements.
Rugby. Rugby.
A form of football played with an oval ball.
Running. Running.
Traveling on foot at a fast pace.
Sail. Sail.
Travel on water propelled by wind.
Score. Score.
A number that expresses the accomplishment of a team or an individual in a game or contest.
Season. Season.
A period of the year marked by special events or activities in some field.
Shorts. Shorts.
Trousers that ended or above the knee.
Skiing. Skiing.
A sport in which participants must travel on skis.
Squash. Squash.
A game played in an enclosed court by 2 or 4 players who strike the ball with long-handled rackets.
Stadium. Stadium.
A large structure for open-air sports or entertainments.
Surfing. Surfing.
The sport of riding a surfboard toward the shore on the crest of a wave.
Swimming. Swimming.
The act of swimming.
Team. Team.
A cooperative unit, especially in sports.
Tennis. Tennis.
A game played with rackets by 2 or 4 players who hit a ball back and forth over a net that divides the court.
Track. Track.
A course over which races are run.
Trainer. Trainer.
One who trains other persons or animals.
Volleyball. Volleyball.
A game in which 2 teams hit an inflated ball over a high net using their hands.
CD player. CD player.
A device for playing a digitally encoded audio and optical disc.
DVD. DVD.
A digital recording, as of a movie, on an optical disc that can be played on a computer or a television set.
IT. IT.
Information technology, the branch of engineering that deals with the use of computers and telecommunications to retrieve and store and transmit information.
Access. Access.
Computer science, the operation of reading or writing stored information.
Address. Address.
The code that identifies where a piece of information is stored.
Airmail. Airmail.
Letters and packages that are transported by aircraft.
Calculator. Calculator.
A small machine that is used for mathematical calculations.
Chat. Chat.
Talk socially without exchanging too much information.
Click. Click.
Depression of a button on a computer mouse.
Computer. Computer.
A machine for performing calculations automatically.
Connect. Connect.
Join by means of communication equipment.
Delete. Delete.
Wipe out digitally or magnetically recorded information.
Dial. Dial.
Operate a dial to select a telephone number.
Digital. Digital.
Of a circuit or device that represents magnitudes and digits.
Directory. Directory.
Computer science, a listing of the files stored in memory, usually on a hard disk.
Electronic. Electronic.
A more relating to electronics, concerned with or using devices that operate on principles governing the behavior of electrons.
Email. Email.
Computer science, a system of worldwide electronic communication in which a computer user can compose a message at one terminal that can be regenerated at the recipient's terminal when the recipient logs in.
Enclosed. Enclosed.
Closed in or surrounded or included within.
Envelope. Envelope.
A flat, usually rectangular, container for a letter, thin package, etc.
Equipment. Equipment.
Any instrument needed for an undertaking or to perform a service.
Fax. Fax.
Send something via a facsimile machine.
Internet. Internet.
A computer network consisting of a worldwide network of computer networks that use the TCP/IP network protocols to facilitate data transmission and exchange.
Invent. Invent.
Come up with an idea, plan, explanation, theory, or principle after a mental effort.
Keyboard. Keyboard.
Device consisting of a set of keys on a piano or organ or typewriter or typesetting machine or computer or the like.
Laptop. Laptop.
A portable computer small enough to use in your lap.
Laser. Laser.
An acronym for light amplification by stimulated emission of radiation. An optical device that produces an intense monochromatic beam of coherent light.
Machine. Machine.
Any mechanical or electrical device that transmits or modifies energy to perform or assist in the performance of human tasks.
Message. Message.
A communication, usually brief, that is written or spoken or signaled.
Mobile phone. Mobile phone.
A portable telephone.
Mouse. Mouse.
A hand-operated electronic device that controls the coordinates of a cursor on your computer screen as you move it around on a pad. On the bottom of the device is a ball that rolls on the surface of the pad.
Network. Network.
An interconnected system of things or people.
Operator. Operator.
An agent that operates some apparatus or machine.
Parcel. Operator.
A wrapped container.
Phone. Phone.
Electronic equipment that converts sound into electrical signals that can be transmitted over distances and then converts received signals back into sounds.
Postcard. Postcard.
A card for sending messages by post without an envelope.
Printer. Printer.
A machine that prints.
Program. Program.
Write a computer program.
Screen. Screen.
A white or silvered surface where pictures can be projected for viewing.
Software. Software.
Computer science. Written programs or procedures or rules and associated documentation pertaining to the operation of a computer system and that are stored in read-write memory.
CV. CV.
A summary of your academic and work history.
Actor. Actor.
A theatrical performer.
Actress. Actress.
A female actor.
Architect. Architect.
Someone who creates plans to be used in making something, such as buildings.
Army. Army.
A permanent organization of the military land forces of a nation or state.
Artist. Artist.
A person whose creative work shows sensitivity and imagination.
Assistant. Assistant.
A person who contributes to the fulfillment of a need or furtherance of an effort or purpose.
Athlete. Athlete.
A person trained to compete in sports.
Banker. Banker.
A financier who owns or is an executive in a bank.
Boss. Boss.
A person who exercises control over workers.
Businessman. Businessman.
A person engaged in commercial or industrial business, especially an owner or executive.
Businesswoman. Businesswoman.
A female businessperson.
Butcher. Butcher.
A retailer of meat.
Cameraman. Cameraman.
A photographer who operates a movie camera.
Candidate. Candidate.
Someone who is considered for something, for an office or prize or honor, etc.
Canteen. Canteen.
Restaurant and a factory, where workers can eat.
Captain. Captain.
An officer holding a rank below a major but above a lieutenant.
Career. Career.
The particular occupation for which you are trained.
Carpenter. Carpenter.
A woodworker who makes or repairs wooden objects.
Chef. Chef.
A professional cook.
Chemist. Chemist.
A health professional trained in the art of preparing and dispensing drugs.
Clerk. Clerk.
An employee who performs clerical work. Example: keeps records or accounts.
Colleague. Colleague.
An associate that one works with.
Comedian. Comedian.
A professional performer who tells jokes and performs comical acts.
Company. Company.
An institution created to conduct business.
Conference. Conference.
A prearranged meeting for consultation or exchange of information or discussion, especially one with a formal agenda.
Consulate. Consulate.
Diplomatic building that serves as the residence or workplace of a consul.
Contract. Contract.
A binding agreement between two or more persons that is enforceable by law.
Cook. Cook.
Someone who cooks food.
Crew. Crew.
The men and women who man a vehicle, ship, aircraft, etc.
Dancer. Dancer.
A performer who dances professionally.
Dentist. Dentist.
A person qualified to practice dentistry.
Department. Department.
A specialized division of a large organization.
Designer. Designer.
A person who specializes in designing architectural interiors and their furnishings.
Detective. Detective.
A police officer who investigates crimes.
Diploma. Diploma.
A document certifying the successful completion of a course of study.
Director. Director.
Someone who controls resources and expenditures.
Diver. Diver.
Someone who works underwater.
Doctor. Doctor.
A licensed medical practitioner.
Engineer. Engineer.
A person who uses scientific knowledge to solve practical problems.
Factory. Factory.
A plant consisting of one or more buildings with facilities for manufacturing.
Farm. Farm.
Workplace consisting of farm buildings and cultivated land as a unit.
Farmer. Farmer.
A person who operates a farm.
Fireman. Fireman.
A member of a fire department who tries to extinguish fires.
Greengrocer. Greengrocer.
A grocer who sells fresh fruits and vegetables.
Grocer. Grocer.
A retail merchant who sells foodstuffs and some household supplies.
Guard. Guard.
A person who keeps watch over something or someone.
Hairdresser. Hairdresser.
Someone who cuts or beautifies hair.
Housewife. Housewife.
A wife who manages a household while her husband earns the family income.
Housework. Housework.
The work of cleaning and running a house.
Instructor. Instructor.
A person whose occupation is teaching.
Interpreter. Interpreter.
Someone who mediates between speakers of different languages.
Journalist. Journalist.
A writer for newspapers and magazines.
Judge. Judge.
A public official authorized to decide questions brought before a court of justice.
Laboratory. Laboratory.
A workplace for the conduct of scientific research.
Laborer. Laborer.
Someone who works with their hands. Someone engaged in manual labor.
Lawyer. Lawyer.
A professional person authorized to practice law, conducts lawsuits or gives legal advice.
Lecturer. Lecturer.
Someone who lectures professionally.
Librarian. Librarian.
A professional person trained in library science and engaged in library services.
Mechanic. Mechanic.
Someone whose occupation is repairing and maintaining automobiles.
Model. Model.
A woman who wears clothes to display fashions.
Musician. Musician.
Someone who plays a musical instrument. As a profession.
Newsagent. Newsagent.
Someone who sells newspapers.
Novelist. Novelist.
One who writes novels.
Nurse. Nurse.
One skilled in caring for young children or the sick, usually under the supervision of a physician.
Office. Office.
Place of business where professional or clerical duties are performed.
Operator. Operator.
An agent that operates some apparatus or machine.
Pension. Pension.
A regular payment to a person that is intended to allow them to subsist without working.
Photographer. Photographer.
Someone who takes photographs professionally.
Physician. Physician.
A licensed medical practitioner.
Pilot. Pilot.
Someone who is licensed to operate an aircraft in flight.
Policemen. Policemen.
A member of a police force.
Politician. Politician.
A leader engaged in civil administration.
Porter. Porter.
A person employed to carry luggage and supplies.
Priest. Priest.
A clergyman in Christian churches who has the authority to perform or administer various religious rites.
Programmer. Programmer.
A person who designs and writes and tests computer programs.
Publisher. Publisher.
A person engaged in publishing periodicals or books or music.
Reporter. Reporter.
A person who investigates and reports or edits news stories.
Sailor. Sailor.
Any member of a ship's crew.
Salary. Salary.
Something that remunerates.
Accommodation. Accommodation.
The act of providing something, lodging or seat or food, to meet a need.
Aeroplane. Aeroplane.
An aircraft that has a fixed wing and is powered by propellers or jets.
Airport. Airport.
An airfield equipped with control tower and hangars as well as accommodations for passengers and cargo.
Ambulance. Ambulance.
A vehicle that takes people to and from hospitals.
Announcement. Announcement.
A public statement containing information about an event that has happened or is going to happen.
Arrival. Arrival.
The act of arriving at a certain place.
Backpack. Backpack.
A bag carried by a strap on your back or shoulder.
Bag. Bag.
A flexible container with a single opening.
Baggage. Baggage.
Cases used to carry belongings when traveling.
Bicycle. Bicycle.
A wheeled vehicle that has two wheels and is moved by foot pedals.
Board. Board.
Get on board of trains, buses, ships, aircraft, etc.
Boat. Boat.
A small vessel for travel on water.
Border. Border.
A line that indicates a boundary.
Brochure. Brochure.
A small book usually having a paper cover.
Bus. Bus.
A vehicle carrying many passengers, used for public transport.
Cab. Cab.
A car driven by a person whose job is to take passengers where they want to go in exchange for money.
Cabin. Cabin.
Small room on a ship or boat where people sleep.
Canal. Canal.
Long and narrow strip of water made for boats or for irrigation.
Capital city. Capital city.
A seat of government.
Car. Car.
A motor vehicle with four wheels, usually propelled by an internal combustion engine.
Charter. Charter.
A contract to hire or lease transportation.
Check-in. Check-in.
The act of reporting your presence, as at an airport or a hotel.
Coach. Coach.
A vehicle carrying many passengers, used for public transport.
Crossing. Crossing.
A path, often marked, where something, as a street or railroad, can be crossed to get from one side to the other.
Currency. Currency.
The metal or paper medium of exchange that is presently used.
Cycle. Cycle.
A wheeled vehicle that has two wheels and is moved by foot pedals.
Delay. Delay.
Cause to be slowed down or delayed.
Departure. Departure.
The act of departing.
Destination. Destination.
The place designated as the end, as of a race or journey.
Direction. Direction.
A line leading to a place or point.
Dollar. Dollar.
The basic monetary unit in many countries, equal to 100 cents.
Double room. Double room.
A room large enough for two.
Drive. Drive.
Operate or control a vehicle.
Embassy. Embassy.
A diplomatic building where ambassadors live or work.
Euro. Euro.
The basic monetary unit of most members of the European Union, introduced in 1999.
Fare. Fare.
The sum charged for riding in a public conveyance.
Ferry. Ferry.
A boat that transports people or vehicles across a body of water and operates on a regular schedule.
Flight. Flight.
An instance of traveling by air.
Foreign. Foreign.
Of concern to or concerning the affairs of other nations, other than your own.
Fuel. Fuel.
A substance that can be consumed to produce energy.
Gate. Gate.
Passageway, as in an air terminal, where passengers can embark or disembark.
Guest. Guest.
A visitor to whom hospitality is extended.
Guest house. Guest house.
A house separate from the main house, for housing guests.
Guidebook. Guidebook.
Something that offers basic information or instruction.
Harbor. Harbor.
A sheltered port where ships can take on or discharge cargo.
Helicopter. Helicopter.
An aircraft without wings that obtains its lift from the rotation of overhead blades.
Hitchhike. Hitchhike.
Travel by getting free rides from motorists.
Hotel. Hotel.
A building where travelers can pay for lodging and meals and other services.
Hovercraft. Hovercraft.
A craft capable of moving over water or land on a cushion of air created by jet engines.
Hydrofoil. Hydrofoil.
A speedboat that is equipped with wing-like structures that lift it so that it skims the water at high speeds.
Interpreter. Interpreter.
Someone who mediates between speakers of different languages.
Jet. Jet.
An airplane powered by one or more jet engines.
Lorry. Lorry.
A large truck designed to carry heavy loads.
Muggage. Muggage.
Cases used to carry belongings when traveling.
Map. Map.
A diagrammatic representation of the Earth's surface, or part of it.
Motorcycle. Motorcycle.
A motor vehicle with two wheels and a strong frame.
Motorway. Motorway.
A broad highway designed for high-speed traffic.
Nationality. Nationality.
People having common origins or traditions and often comprising a nation.
Overnight. Overnight.
Lasting, open, or operating through the whole night.
Parking lot. Parking lot.
Space in which vehicles can be parked.
Passport. Passport.
A document issued by a country to a citizen allowing that person to travel abroad and re-enter the home country.
Petrol. Petrol.
A volatile flammable mixture of hydrocarbons derived from petroleum, used mainly as a fuel in internal combustion engines.
Pilot. Pilot.
Someone who is licensed to operate an aircraft in flight.
Railway. Railway.
Line that is the commercial organization responsible for operating a system of transportation for trains that pull passengers or freight.
Road. Road.
An open way for travel or transportation.
Route. Route.
An established line of travel or access.
Scooter. Scooter.
A wheeled vehicle with small wheels and a low-powered gasoline engine geared to the rear wheel.
Ship. Ship.
A vessel that carries passengers or freight.
Signpost. Signpost.
A post bearing a sign that gives directions or shows the way.
Speed. Speed.
Distance traveled per unit time.
Subway. Subway.
An electric railway operating below the surface of the ground, usually in a city.
Suitcase. Suitcase.